Dragon Drop Podcast.
This is the Dragon Drop Podcast. When it rains outside and you gotta go down a dirt road right after it rains and you just washed your truck, it's a real bummer. So, keep your head up when that happens. You know, you'll wash it again. But we were talking last week. It's morel season here in Michigan, and if you don't know what a morel is, it's one of the most prized mushrooms you can get. They only grow for a few weeks out of the year, and you got to really know what you're looking for. And I'll tell you what, I found them this year. We got some rain, and I got 30 of these suckers. You gotta be crawling on your hands and knees through the pickers, and then you'll find them. You know, these people that go on the trail and they're like, "Oh, I wonder if I'll find a morel." You know, you probably won't because you don't know what you're doing. So,
Look at them all. Ooh.
Yep, a lot of blacks. The blacks show up first, the dark ones, and then the lighter ones, they grow bigger. And I got 2 of those, so it kind of tells you how far along the season is. And being that we found mostly blacks, that means that it's early in the season, and we got a few weeks left here. So get out, find yourself some morels. That was my whole meal. I just got that meal. I ate 30 mushrooms for my meal.
When you cook them, they look like little, I don't know, kind of like
little shrimps.
Little shrimp chickens. But you fried them?
I did fry them, yeah. I need to be better about, like, preparing a recipe.
Yeah, do they still taste like the mushrooms, or they just taste like the fry batter?
You batter them up. But I did do a little bit of flour, but I regret doing the flour because
just flour kind of sucks ass.
It in the concave of the mushroom, it was soggy. Like the flour was kind of soggy.
Hit and that's gross. Yeah,
I'm not doing no flour next time. I'm just gonna do salt, pepper.
You could do just breadcrumb maybe or something.
Yeah, a little panko.
Almost looks like shrimp.
Straight out of the woods, man. Maybe a little linguine. You know what I'm saying? Like a little mushroom risotto. That would, as the kids say, hit. You know what I'm saying?
Let him cook.
High key.
Let him cook.
Let him cook. He cooked.
Versace, Fendi, Jinko jeans. Jinko jeans are back, by the way.
No, they're not.
I saw Capris. No. Jinkos, wide Jinkos, because they're kind of like Capris.
Capris are for women.
No,
there's dudes wearing Capris?
Yeah, not in this day and age. It's gender neutral pants. They're just pants.
Oh.
Go to H&M. It looks like the men's section looks like women. It's crazy.
H&M, man. This week
that's
also,
like a different country clothing store. I don't understand what that place is.
I finally caught a big bass. Caught a big boy. Well, it was only like probably a 2.5 pounder, but there was like a homeless guy just sitting there, and he's like, "Oh, you could fish around here." And then as he said that, I caught this fish, so I didn't have to fish around him. But then he was really excited about it, and he took a picture of me. Not this picture, but there's a picture of me on some guy's phone.
He took a picture of you taking a picture of yourself.
No, I held out the bass for him. But yeah, good fish at Richmond Park.
Wow,
nice.
I took a selfie with him and the fish.
Yeah,
with the homeless guy.
Saving the moment.
No, you talk.
Feel like you're going to be on the pod. Hey, you're on the pod now.
You're on the pod. All right, Bill. What is this rock?
So one other things that when I go out into state land and I look for mushrooms, I'm looking for. They're called pudding stones, and so in Michigan, the Great Lakes were formed by glaciers, and as the glaciers push down, what this stone is it's called a pudding stone, and it's a conglomerate rock. So it's a rock that, as the glaciers push,
right?
Yeah, it pushes rocks into the rock, and so out in state land out there. It used to be privately owned farmland, apparently, because there's lots of rock piles where they marked the property lines, or they got the rocks out of the field. And so I hunt the rock piles for pudding stones, and I found one the other year, and I found this one, and I need to go out and get it. I got it hidden. I hauled it out from the woods. It's probably like a 70-pounder.
Wait, is this a new picture? This is the one you left by the side of the road?
Yep, that's sitting out by the side of the road out there, so I got to go out and grab it before someone snags my rock.
All right, as long as no one knows where it is, man. It's good. It's nice and safe. What are you going to do with this rock?
Yep. Display it, it'll be out in the front flower bed there, so, there's I don't know if it's just a women thing, but we had these women come over to fix our grandfather clock, and they were like, "Oh, what nice rocks you guys have," because we got all sorts of rocks. So
My
it,
sister's got big rocks.
this is culture, man. This is culture right here. If you don't know about pudding stones,
this is white American culture. Showing off your rocks.
Yep, dig those rocks out of the forest, and this thing has been sitting out there for probably 100 years, and I snagged that puppy out.
Probably a lot more than
now
100
it's mine.
years, man. Probably a lot more than that.
It's got molars on it. It looks crazy.
Are you gonna power wash it?
Oh yeah, I'll power wash it. Yeah, the other pudding stones, they're usually it has like red rocks in it. So this one's kind of interesting because it's like quartz almost, the white conglomerate. But
What kind
we'll
of shoe?
see.
What kind of shoe you wearing here?
Those are Hoka's. Those are my old running shoes.
Hoka's.
Yep, I did get Nikes this time around for my running, and at first I really didn't like them because they were really squishy, and I felt like my ankles were weak. But I got these really expensive inserts, and they're kind of growing on me. They're okay. I'm not super impressed with the Nikes.
They're better than Dr. Scholl's.
The shoes?
Oh, the inserts.
Oh yeah, they were like from the Good Feet. They were really expensive. I bought them on the cruise.
Yeah, that's like a really expensive store. The Good Feet store.
Well, when you don't have kids, you can buy nice things. Unless you have $1 million job, then you can always buy nice things. But for normal people, you can't get Good Feet if you have kids.
Damn. All right, well, that's pretty cool. Dan, what's up with you this week, dude? You said something about a lawnmower?
Yeah, my dad's trying to sell old one.
Like a sit-on?
I got a. Yep, he's got an old sit-on, and then his new one is zero turn. So I got to put a new blade on the zero turn, fix the leak on the old one he's selling.
Dude, how big is
New
his
year.
yard?
Before he sells it. So
How big is his yard?
and he
that's
brought
got a
the zero turn brand new.
Yeah.
It's funny because he's post-stroke, so he's like, that thing goes too fast. I'm like, yeah, you shouldn't fucking ride that thing. You need like it's like you need like a seatbelt or some shit, and even then, like, but he's got to hang
Is
it
it,
now.
is it a Toro?
I can't remember.
Husqvarna?
I haven't ridden on it yet, so
John Deere? Those are the only three.
You do
find
like a
out soon
jack to
enough.
get it up to put the blade on, or how do you put a blade on a zero turn?
yeah, probably
Yeah, jack it up.
Yeah.
Damn.
You don't just flip it. Probably can't flip it back.
It's gonna be something. Yeah, I don't know if he's got a winch and we can winch it up somehow too, or what. But we'll see.
All right, we have another update from this week as well here.
All the updates. What's crazy about morels is they look like brains. You know, the cerebellum of a brain, all the wrinkles, and it's interesting that fungus tries to like max surface area or whatever. It's
trying to
I
take
don't
over the planet,
understand.
man. It's trying to take over the planet.
Oh, you know what's really wait, before you do this, B, you know what's really interesting about mushrooms versus plants is that humans, they take in oxygen and expel carbon dioxide. Plants take in carbon dioxide and expel oxygen. Mushrooms are more similar to humans in that they take in oxygen and expel carbon dioxide.
Wow.
I think that's interesting because you'd think of a mushroom kind of like a plant, but maybe it's more like a human and an animal than it is a plant.
Yeah. All right.
Ian's always got ideas to share.
All right. Ian's weighing this week. He's back down a couple pounds.
Yeah, he's not going to
There we
like to
go.
hear how I weighed in yesterday.
Oh, how'd you weigh in, Bill?
171.6, baby. So,
Damn.
that's what you get
Just
for eating
starving
chicken and
yourself.
rice
Damn.
and running 5Ks and drinking Busch Lights on pod night.
Dang, I don't have that picture Ian sent me of his gut.
But he's
But-
maintaining. I thought that he was trying to goon max get fat. You
no,
know what I mean?
he's trying to reverse twink death and lose weight.
I mean, how skinny are we trying to go? He's like 30.
I think he used to be like 150 pounds, man.
Here's the thing. When you're in high school and you have abs because you're skinny, you don't actually have abs. You're just a skinny teen. You become a man and you can't go back to having skinny teen abs. You know, I had skinny teen abs and people like almost tried to glorify me as if I had a six pack, but I was undeserving of the six pack. I was just born that way. You know what I'm saying? So-
That way.
He can't go back to being teen boy body. It just doesn't work that way. My brother was the
Right.
same way. He's like, I'm fat now. I used to be so like fit. And it's like, well, you're a grown man that's 6'4", 200 and some pounds now. Like, you're never gonna be a little boy again.
I mean, he's on the trajectory to become a furry anyway, so no one's gonna see his body. You know, if you're gonna be in a fursuit, because you're watching all that furry content on Twitch, which I think is fucked up. Your gut doesn't matter. It's in the suit.
Is it cartoon furries or like actual like real IRL furries on that he's watching on the TV?
He's watching like those people that like motion capture themselves and turn themselves into like a furry model.
Yeah, I can't think about what that's called right now.
I
I was thinking, yeah, permanent
Scales,
fursuit when you go out. That's a vibe. I've yet to see it full, but I've seen a couple times when I go out to like Walmart. People got the headpieces on, and it's something to see. And
Dude,
they wear the tails. The tails are most common.
And that's the
Crazy.
thing is like if you identify and if you really are that thing and you want to get a job, can they deny you from having a job
This is the guy who's
if you are a furry?
You're more
know what I
likely to get a job because that's diversity. And
True.
compared
Quotas.
to me, the furry's got a better
I
opportunity.
think
for sure.
we're past that stage where people hire diversity. Like, they were doing it because they had to, and that seems like it's over. Now they're hiring
furry
nobody.
quota?
Oh, they got all the old ladies in HR. They're still racking that in on their old
I
ways.
just feel like the biggest beneficiaries of like DEI hiring is just white women. There's
How?
all the corporate jobs, man. All the corporate jobs.
Yeah, 70 cents on the dollar. Never forget.
It's 77, but like that's like counting the like if they don't come back for after they have a baby, which I mean that's a choice. I mean sometimes it's not because you don't have the money to do childcare. Childcare is quite expensive. Been looking into that. It's a lot.
Yeah, you gotta make
Like
compromises.
daycares and shit?
Gonna have to.
No, well, just don't send them to daycare.
Send it over to Bill's house.
Just hold on to them, take care of them for 6 years, and then let them go, school.
6 years. Wait, you know, what? There's like Head Start at 4 now.
No, you can do that.
Thanks, Big Rich. Free preschool.
Ooh.
Yep. She gave the other lady the chip, like it was the body of Christ. She's
What
been pretty
are
bad.
you talking about?
You don't know about that?
The
Brain chip?
No, she gave another lady a Dorito, and the other lady was like kneeled down.
What?
Yeah, it's weird. I'll have to pull it up.
It was a ritual?
Yeah.
What is this?
Feeding chip to a Whoa, dude. What is this?
Bizarre Dorito chip communion video? Oh, God. I didn't know
Yeah.
about this, man. This is from last year.
Well, that's why they were trying to chain her up. They knew she was a freak. They were trying to catch her.
Dude, this is a crazy video. Gretchen Whitmer's like,
It's
what
like,
the fuck
why?
am I doing?
That's, oh, man. All right. Catholics are weird,
Yep.
man. Speaking
That's
of
a
Catholics,
trad cath.
we got a new pope. We got a new pope. New pope. New pope's been elected. His name is Robert Francis Prevost from Chicago. He is Peruvian American, but he's born in the U.S. And he chose the name Leo the 14th. He was, I think he was handpicked by the last guy, actually. And he was talking shit just, I think 2 weeks ago to J.D. Vance on Twitter.
His anagram for his name could be pervert robot. Prevost Robert.
It's interesting that they have to
something to consider.
They got to get all the votes. And he's only 69, so he's 10 years younger than the last two popes when they were chosen.
Oh, he's going to be around a while. God willing.
Yep, he's going to be on the other side of Trump and his whole regime, but all American, baby.
It's
so,
crazy that we've
yeah.
never had an American pope, man.
So how does he take the name? He chose, or
They pick. Pope Francis's name wasn't Francis.
Oh.
You're supposed to know this. You guys are confirmed.
I saw a cardinal once. It was scary. They come to town very rarely, and when the cardinal comes to town, everyone's running around with their like a chicken with their head cut off because the cardinal's around. It's like this guy
Gotta clean the streets.
Why would a cardinal
Take the homeless out.
He came to St. Pat's?
Oh yeah, Cardinal came to town back in the day, back when who was the priest that was in town then? Father Shimon, the one that went to prison for kids on
Shimon.
his lap.
Santa, yeah.
Father Shimon.
Santa's not a priest. But he's a magical man. Yeah, that sucks though. That you guys, that Bill, you went to, you grew up with a Catholic priest that was diddler.
Yep, but there were traveling ones. There was Father Charlie, who was good. There was one that kind of looked like Santa that was good, but Father Shimon, apparently not good.
Any scandals at
And,
your church, Dan?
No,
No.
not that I'm aware of. I was never trying to look into anything either. So, I mean, people would say whatever, high school rumors. That's how it goes. But I just could care less.
You're never an altar boy or anything, right?
No, never an altar boy. That would be insane. Because when I went to Catholic high school, they would have us do mass like monthly or whatever. So I'd go back and I would get multiple communions because it tasted nice.
But you only had to go to church
Um,
once a month.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, you don't even. Well, they try to make you, but if you just dipped out, what are they gonna do?
That's kind of surprising. Like a lot of times, like the Catholic school is part of the church. Like you just kind of walk.
Yeah, I mean, you could go whenever, but they would have like the class mass like that.
No Wednesday nights.
Our class Catholic school, they did like Wednesday mass during school, and then they did Sunday mass with their family. So they were going to mass twice a week at least. And yikes.
What does it mean to do a Hail Mary?
Football.
For the rosary or just the single prayer?
Like a punishment one.
Oh, you would do like 30 Hail Marys, so you would say the Hail Mary 30 times. Because
what is
you know
Hail
how to
Mary?
pray the
prayer?
Yeah, do you know how to pray the rosary?
That's a Catholic thing. No, man.
So
You knew
there's
about
like
the Pope naming. How about what?
That's
there's
worldwide
sets
news.
of beads where it's like 5 beads where I think it's Hail Marys, and then there's a bead where you say the Our Father, I think it is, and then there's 5 more where you do Hail Marys, and then 1 where you do the Our Father, and then all the way around.
So it's a punishment in Catholicism to just spam pray.
Well, it's also like people, just old ladies do it. Like they'll just pray the rosary. They'll just sit in the pew and sit there, and they'll touch the bead, and they're doing the prayer for the Hail Mary. And then they'll move to the next bead. It's another Hail Mary. Move to the next bead. Oh, that one's an Our Father, and they'll say that prayer. They just do it to praise God, But to teach the kids, it's like, hey, you did a bad thing. Let's get you closer to God. And by doing that, they pray. You communicate with God through the prayers.
Interesting.
I think is the idea. Not really a punishment, but like let's bring you closer to God because you've strayed.
I thought it was like you can
The
confess
kids
your
might
sins.
view it that way.
You confess your sins, and like the priest is like, to make up for it, you gotta drop 30 Hail Marys.
I never trust the priest during confession. I remember vividly. I told him I kicked my brother, and I knew that I had a secret sin in my head that I'm like, I'm not telling you. I told him a fake sin that it didn't even happen. That I probably kicked him because I remember kicking my brother, but I gave him a fake sin, and then he gave me, a whatever, who gives a shit, punishment. But it's like, I'm not telling you because the priest could go tell the cops or tell my parents. Like I don't trust the priest.
You're supposed
Wait,
to
he
trust
can't?
the priest.
No,
He's not allowed.
no.
I feel like the priest, like if you have like a hot lady come in and she's like, I cheated on my husband and my lust was so strong that I was overcome. And then the priest is like, would you like me to come?
He's like, now's my chance to free you of your sin.
God. All right. What else this week? Episodes 7, 8, and 9 of the Andor show were out. So like, I think I talked about it when it first started, but there's 12 episodes this season, and each 3 episodes is like 1 year closer. Do you guys know what Andor is? It's a prequel to a prequel, but it's like the best.
Star
best.
Wars.
It's Star Wars.
It's a prequel to the prequel of Episode 4. Rogue One is like how they got the Death Star plans, and this is the prequel to Rogue One. So it's all about like the spies. There's no lightsabers.
Ooh,
It's like the
sounds like shit.
No, it's the opposite, dude. It's better. It's better, dude.
Pod racers?
There actually is like a shot of them watching pod racing on like TV at one point.
Okay.
Like
All right.
the Empire.
There should just be a set movie or set like series based on pod racing because that was what made the prequel
Is pod
so
racing on every planet
Yeah.
or just like the one?
Like Fast and the Furious, but pod
Done on
racing.
every.
And it's like they're doing drugs in the alley, and like there's one guy that's like addicted to drugs, and he's like the winner, and he's like brooding, but he like goes and wins the pod races, and then goes and does drugs,
Okay.
but sweet Star Wars drugs.
But yeah, in the show this week, they it's the set. It's like all about the politics and the spy stuff, which is like the part of Star Wars that leads up to the Jedi's getting involved. But Mon Mothma was saved by Cassian Andor. Pretty cool. And he said he was going to quit. He's going to quit the rebellion and be with his girlfriend, but his girlfriend left him to force him to stay in the rebellion. Sad. All right, Dan, what do you think of Star Wars?
I was thinking about was it Count Dooku? And like maybe he was doing the right thing and he was a good guy, but people want to say he's bad. But like his side of like being and like trying to get,
Well, he was part of the Separatists, right?
Good guys.
Because he didn't lie to Obi-Wan and Anakin. He tried to get them to join the Separatists.
He was like, this is going on. Everything that's going on, it's just gonna happen regardless. He's like, come on, guys, if you join now, we can build like a whole new thing. And yeah, it's on the side that we don't want to be, but at least we could try to like cater it more towards our alignments. And they were like, hell no. So he's like, fine.
Andor is like a little like it's like too close to an allegory to what's going on right now. So maybe that's why people don't like it. The old like it's the World War I, II Germany / right now.
Yike.
There's no more objective reality, man. It's a big deal. I just heard NPR say the last bastion of objective reality is Wikipedia. And they're trying to shut that down.
Objective reality. Okay.
It's everyone's got like a splintered reality now. Like if you're watching just Joe Rogan, that's your reality.
Yeah, I'm thinking we need to get off the internet, all of us, and then we can have our own reality, which is like, if I think about it, I got a cat that has a stray cat that's been in the yard. It's a kitten. Dude, I was laying on my couch the other day. It was like 11 o'clock at night, dark outside. It came up on my front porch just meowing, and I'm wondering where the cat's at, and it was meow, meow, meow. And then I went out there and he was gone. But I went and got beer and I came back and he was. Missy came out on the front porch and the cat's there, and I'm like, "What do we do about this little kitty? It's a nice little kitty, but we can't bring it inside because that's not gonna go well." But that's my real reality,
Why not?
The reality of all this crazy shit. It's like it's making people crazy. None of it's real.
It's too much information, dude. Back in the day, you learn like 3 things a day.
That's the truth.
Out of your newspaper, you learn 3 to 5 things, and now every single day you learn 100.
I wouldn't even say you learn it. You just are exposed to all this information. Yeah. That means like you don't actually process it. But then you'll be like, here's a cool factoid I saw for like 2 seconds.
Caveman times, you're thinking about like what animal you're hunting for the day, what you were going to cook, and that's it. That's that was maybe
and that's what our meat bodies are conditioned to be able to process. All of a sudden, we got the internet, and we're just like dopamine. We're fricked, man.
It makes sense that like people like Ben Dubb's brains have been broken. It's too much.
This is true.
Online, yeah.
Too much to process.
I think the fact that the Pope had a Twitter account is a bad omen. I mean, I want a Pope that's anti-technology, man. Because this has been causing a lot of issues.
I mean, the only reason there is a Pope
like
is
racial divide, whatever.
Dude, but how's the Pope going to spread his message?
He can still do so, and other avenues can, spread it out. He doesn't need to have a Twitter and be post on X, dude.
Didn't the Dalai Lama have a Twitter, dude? That's weird.
Well, was the Dalai Lama a good guy?
He's supposed to be. China would say no, but they don't believe in them. So.
I was thinking about something. What were we talking about just a second ago?
Objective reality.
Tech bad.
Tech bad.
Live your own life in your own reality.
Dude,
'Cause that's all you can control.
I've had a couple of cats come up to my house too, just hang out on the porch. They need to stop.
Yeah, I like the kitties. You try and get them, but yeah, we don't need to be collecting cats. Some people collect cats, and it's I don't need to walk down that road. Cats, they live a long time, and you know what I mean. Like I love my kitty, but he also like I can't leave home for very long because I'm worried about him and stuff, and it's like it keeps me captive a little bit.
Yeah, you can't
But it's
really
one
go
Well,
of
it's
more
an
than
indoor one.
can't go more than a few
Yeah.
days. Or you gotta
If
have
you get
someone-
that one, then it's an indoor-outdoor or mostly outdoor, and there you go.
I don't know how you
Right.
like, you just have to hope they don't just die overnight. I don't like that.
Well, if they're used to living outdoors, they'll be more all right than an indoor cat going out. So
Yeah.
I know plenty of people that have outdoor cats on the rig.
Yeah, the neighbor has the orange cat. His name is Cheddar. Keeps going into my backyard. Too friendly. Too friendly of a cat. I don't like it. I think cats should be indoor or outdoor only, not indoor outdoor.
You ever see those cat videos where they like strap a camera to the cat and you can hear it
Yes.
like, and then it'll like go and fight a cat and stuff. Or they do the robot where they have the little cat food on the robot and they roll it up to a cat and you can hear the licks. That's like cat ASMR where it's like hidden lives of cats.
Yeah, sometimes the cat's just like a bully and attacks other cats.
That's what the internet's for. All this other shit, like, get it out of here. You know what I mean? Like back in the day, we were all on the same wavelength. Like when a movie came out, everyone talked about the movie, or like we would all watch the same show. Society was on the same page.
Shoot, I remember
Nowadays-
when Spider-Man 1 came out, man, everyone was doing Go Web Go.
Right. and nowadays we got people who watch Neon, we got people who watch Kai
Who's
Cenat.
Neon? What are you talking about?
That's the thing, man. Do you guys know Neon? He got $100 million deal.
No.
He just signed $100 million deal. He's like a nerdy. Who is this guy streamer? But he's super popular. He rubs elbows with all these streamers. $100 million deal. That's like,
Chuck was talking about Dr. Lupo. Like, who, like, people care about who that is, too?
but see, here's the thing. That's half of Joe Rogan's deal from a couple years ago. $100 million deal this kid got. And who is this
Too
kid?
many people
deal-
online,
A
dude.
deal with who for what?
I think it was a music thing. It was a record deal, but he's not a musician, so I don't really know the details. But
Record deals are just loans, though, man. You don't want that crap.
this is true. He basically sold his soul, but I don't see the appeal because he's literally just a nerdy little skinny like idiot. But like there's all these whores around him because he has money and it's that's cool. Fake tits. She looks like a model, but she just is just a fake person, and he's like a nerdy little skinny
Wait, he's a kick streamer?
Neon with a 3.
Oh, this is old.
I've never seen anything where like I get it. Like Bradley Martin,
Says
like I
it's a-
get it.
it's
He's
a
like
$30 million deal, not 100.
I saw 100.
That's
not
just
kick
what they're
deal,
willing
just
to show to the public, too. I mean,
Neon
on the
deal,
side, they get
not
a
the
lot.
kick deal. Record
different
deal, yep.
streaming services, record deals.
I've never even seen this guy before.
Neon?
Well,
Yeah.
you'll be seeing him a lot more soon because you typed him in Google, dude.
But he's a kick streamer, and I don't watch Kick.
I don't either. He's just
You'll
on my
see him on
YouTube
Twitter
Shorts.
Kick's for like people that can't, not think about gambling.
Yeah, there's Togi. Do you guys know Togi?
No.
No, I don't watch any streaming stuff.
I need to get, my YouTube Shorts is fricked, man. I got like Gen Z. I got Gen Beta YouTube Shorts algorithm.
Yeah, you're always talking about these streamers, and I have no clue.
And I don't even watch streams.
Apparently you do.
You're
I've
just
never
involved
seen-
in the culture.
I've never seen a Kai Cenat stream. None of these streams I've ever tuned into.
I only watched Kai Cenat that one weekend where he was trying to get something. He was trying to get to 100,000. I don't remember followers or something or subscribers.
Well, apparently Phantom got kicked out of AMP.
I thought you didn't know who
so-
these people were, man.
YouTube Shorts.
Phantom, yeah,
Dude.
Phantom's the guy from Phantom Tax. He's some guy that ate the food.
Yeah, he is Phantom. He is the creator of Phantom Tax.
And there's the Asian guy,
What?
and there's Rakai.
Yeah, Rakai's the young one. He just did a stream with Lil Tay.
Yeah, he flew Lil Tay out on JetBlue.
No, on Spirit.
Oh, Spirit, what? Even worse. Well, that's so funny. Oh man, I think she's older than him. Right?
Yeah, Lil Tay's grown up. She's been in the hood since she was like 6. The internet hood, the metaphorical internet hood.
But is Lil Tay like actually like is she real? Is she
If I were to
real
get
like
her
bad baby?
ethnicity, I'm gonna go
That's not what I'm asking.
Vietnamese. I'm going Viet slash. I'm going Viet.
Chinese Canadian, so she's just half Asian.
Damn it. I mean, I think yeah. I do want to. I was thinking it would be fun to have a game where like guess the ethnicity. Like if you see a person, you could try and guess. Like that would be
Showed
fun.
you guys. I linked that to you guys.
Oh, did we play that before?
I did.
We
I can't
played
remember
like
my
the
score,
guess AI thing.
Yeah, it was like AI creates ethnicity like style faces, and you gotta like click on the globe where they're at. I was pretty accurate, usually within like 100, 200 miles, which was crazy.
Ooh.
And I'm like, how did I know this? Oh yes, I'm racist.
Oh,
That's how I know.
I've gotten to the end of Claire Obscure Expedition 33 now. I am in the epilogue,
Wow.
and
let's
I
get a review.
don't want to
First
spoil
out,
the
1 out of
game,
10.
but like
How many hours?
I'll give the game I'm gonna go with the 9.5. Like it's pretty good.
Holy shit! What do you give? Wow.
WoW probably gets a 4. No.
Holy shit!
No.
Right nowadays, yeah.
No, I
sure.
give WoW a 9. This game is like it's the best. It's like it's not made in from Japan, but it's a JRPG. That style of game, like a Final Fantasy. It's basically Final Fantasy X, like down to like the little spirit dudes coming off instead of the little spirit faith. There's little flower petals. Like in Final Fantasy X, the main character doesn't exist. He's actually a dream that these faith are dreaming of, and that is very similar to this game about the main character. I don't want to actually spoil what the story is, but it's about a paintress, a person that's painting a reality. And
like the painted world in Dark Souls. Okay. Yes.
I didn't play any Dark Souls, but I'm at the end of the game. And you have to choose between remaining in this painted world or going back to reality. And the reality is just like a bummer because it's just like Paris, but the painted world's kind of like a mom created a world to grieve her dead son.
Red pill, blue pill. Okay.
Yeah, it is. It's like a stay in the Matrix or not deal. And I'm gonna choose to not stay in the Matrix.
Well, if we're not staying in the Matrix, we need to get off of social media on our phone. Pretty much like limit the amount of internet you're and like Googling you're doing on your phone. Just keep it to like messaging, probably music, maybe. That'll help you get out of the Matrix.
Limit the Googling.
Yep. Because that's a dirty rabbit hole.
I don't think
yeah.
Googling's as bad as how people are like just asking Grok what to think all the time now. Like in all like the Twitter replies are like, "Hey Grok, is this true? Hey Grok, explain this," and then just believe whatever Grok says.
It's mostly wrong too.
Yeah, it's like it's
sweet.
wrong quite a bit. All AI is out of date. Like when you ask AI to answer something that is currently happening, it's always wrong.
Yeah, I remember after Donald Trump won the election, I asked it something about Donald Trump winning, and it was like, Donald Trump isn't confirmed to have won. What are you talking about? I was like, dude, that was like 2 weeks ago. Donald Trump's the president.
ChatGPT is like 2 years late, man.
Yeah.
I think Grok's a little.
It's new Google though.
Grok seems to be better than ChatGPT at like current events, but ChatGPT seems to be the best at making stuff. Right?
Imagery and yeah.
Well, generating like documents.
My dad texted the group text of our family says he is not religious, never went to church. As a kid growing up, he says, "Hooray for our American Pope Leo. I believe he was elected to conquer evil. Love you."
Love you.
To our family group chat. Never went to church a single time growing up.
Yeah, surprise.
Is he a Trumper?
He's an anti-Trumper.
Oh, that's why he likes. That's why he likes the Pope. Yeah, this Pope's anti-Trump.
Get the evil out of office. Get the evil out. Get the orange out, dude.
Dude, you saw that picture I sent you guys a couple weeks ago, or like, God,
Is it a spray tan?
Did we talk about in the pod? Bill has always thought that Trump had orange hair, and that is so fucking funny to me. You thought that Trump was a ginger.
So, wait. Well, I thought that it was like he tanned like his face and his hair, like the whole thing.
No,
He's just an orange person.
Bill's colorblind. Trump has never had orange hair.
Yeah.
He never had orange hair?
It's always been dark blonde.
No.
Dark blonde. Yeah. See, dark blonde really sounds like orange to me. You know, as a colorblind person, it dark blonde. Can anyone understand where that could be, perceived as orange? Especially when you're telling me that he's orange man all the time. What the hell are you posting this?
This is should I show this?
Oh yeah.
That's Ian's gut. That is Ian's gut. All right. Back to
He deserves it, dude. He's trying to fat shame himself. Really.
Yeah, if you're gonna keep sending me pictures of your gut, I'm gonna share them. Cause I didn't ask for it. I don't want it. I might have asked for it, but not this most recent one. I was okay with the weigh-in updates, but then he started sending me pictures of his gut as well.
His distended gut, yeah.
Yeah, that's what happens.
He's not even fat. He's just beyond 30.
He's just pushing it out. He's making it look worse than it is.
All right, PUBG.
Yep.
What's going on? You still playing?
PUBG. Oh yeah, it's like one of the only 2 games I play nowadays. First battle royale there ever was. PUBG.
It's not the first.
It's the first. Arma 3, I think, had like a modded version of it, but PUBG was like the OG one.
Didn't PUBG and Fortnite come out the same year? Was PUBG 2016?
PUBG was first. I remember
PUBG
it.
first.
Yeah, PUBG always felt like shit. Like
you fly in from the sky.
It was
like the
best,
mechanics.
dude.
You couldn't like climb over stuff or like move very.
Yeah, you
well.
couldn't vault for like 2 years.
That's why
The
like
movements.
Apex.
Yeah, you like running, and then when you stop, you like slide for a bit.
That's why I like
But
Apex so
they
much.
try to make it
too.
realistic, but
Apex movement always felt the best. Plus, I like having.
Apex is like zoomer movement.
I liked having spells, dude. Fortnite is zoomer movement. Okay, Apex, you don't have to build anything. It's Apex was kind of like Overwatch with armor, and custom guns, I guess. It was like a mix between PUBG and Overwatch, really, with better movement. What's new about this?
PUBG.
What's new about PUBG?
It's just held on to its roots, The other games like Fortnite's changed a lot. Apex, they had a different shield system and then changed that again.
It's held on to its roots, but they introduced playing against bots not that long ago, right? You didn't
You actually play with bots, or
PUBG has bots in it, doesn't it?
no? You don't play with them. The player base climbed up again, so you don't play with them.
Okay.
But, I mean, probably depending on like what server, but
Have you seen the
not
Joe
my
Hendry ads?
experience. I don't know what you're talking about.
The wrestler Joe Hendry was doing PUBG commercials for the mobile game.
Oh shit. Yeah, and it's on mobile, so the accessibility of that's crazy. I just felt like if I ever tried it on mobile, my phone would just explode, dude.
I just
don't know how people play mobile games that are like first person, third person
cheat,
shooters.
dude.
That's crazy.
They like plug mouse and keyboard into the
they have to.
It's not even fair.
Makes sense.
Or they have like those like joysticks they put on the side of it.
Like this Steam Deck con. But yeah, PUBG 2, I don't know. They said there's going to be different game modes, so maybe like a search and destroy kind of thing, like in COD. They're doing it in Unreal 5. So I don't think they announced a release date. But used to be Blue Hole. Now it's Crafton.
They changed the name of the company?
I don't know if it got bought out by Crafton or what.
Yeah, it was Blue something.
I don't keep track of any of that shit. Used to be
610
good old
million
Blue
revenue.
Hole.
So yeah,
Blue
yeah,
Hole.
Blue Hole.
Yeah.
Yes.
I like
Love
that.
me some Blue Hole.
That's a pretty good increase, though. 31% year-over-year revenue increase.
Yeah, I mean, they sell skins that are total dog shit, so I don't know how they're getting people, but that's just what people do when they like the game. They spend money on it. I was doing that for League, did it for Dota, and no more.
How much do you spend on Dota, you think?
Oh, well, I earned a lot
Lifetime.
on Dota back because you can sell those on the Steam Marketplace.
Ooh,
So I technically have items. I definitely didn't make more money, but you can make some of it back, which is nice. But
are
I
you
wonder,
down
yeah,
200?
more than 100. Yeah, more than
Oh, that's
200.
not bad. You've played how many hours of Dota?
Have you spent more on Dota than
6K.
League?
6,000 hours.
I've probably
Yep.
spent about $100 on League over the last 15 years.
But that's like having the game open too. It's not like hours played, but who knows? Yeah,
But
I always
even
try to
if
figure
you've
out if I
spent
can
that much,
calculate it. But
dude, even if you've spent that much with that many hours played in the game, it's so much cheaper than buying 60,
It's so
$70
reasonable.
games.
So reasonable.
yeah, I wasn't buying a bunch of games like
it's-
ever, so
it's
that was like
cheaper
it.
than-
And
If you
I was like,
bought
this is my favorite shit, so I might as well support it. But
if you bought the last
Yeah.
5 Call of Duties, that's like over $300. That's more than you've spent on Dota.
dude, I have a buddy who's played 16,000 hours. And he plays like the quick play matches. And he every year, because Dota has a battle pass thing that you can spend money on, and if you spend so much, you get an IRL compendium plaque shipped to your house.
Talking about Big Booty.
So he has like every year's compendium when he's just playing like the quick play version of the game, and like
doesn't play ranked at all.
that's nuts.
He's doing the equivalent of
No.
like all pick easy mode.
Yeah.
APEM.
And he gets something physical shipped to his house from the
Well,
game.
because he spends so much money on it, he probably spends each year like $200-$300 to get that even.
Oh wow.
So that's hardcore gamer right there.
Bill, you spend any money on
But-
League?
I asked for
Riot points.
Riot points for Christmas like years ago a few times. I think I've literally spent maybe zero of my own money. I think maybe zero.
I really
Very
miss
nice.
the Amazon Prime capsules, man. I got so many skins from that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. PUBG, you would get like a purple towel, head wrap.
Yeah,
You'd get sandals.
purple hat. Yeah, it's like a purple bath towel. Oh, man.
I'm extremely cheap. That's probably why I play League.
What do you
honestly,
spend your
because it's
money
free.
on?
I don't, and I just
Stocks.
stack it.
Just stacking.
Yes.
You-
Yeah, stack
Stock
it.
and 401k.
I'm trying to unleash my generational trauma of being poor.
Oh, you're trying to
To eventually-
change the game.
Yeah,
You're stacking ched for a new property.
But if you don't have
Yeah.
a kid, it's not. You're not.
right. It goes nowhere when I die. It goes
Right.
to whoever. I need to set up probably a trust or something at some point, but don't got enough money yet.
You could always buy a kid. I mean, adopt.
Yeah, I
Buy
thought
a
about
kid.
it,
You could steal one, yeah.
but it's like I don't think I'm into adoption. Like I think I'd rather just if I was to have a kid, it would be a real kid, my own kid, right? Not that adopted kids aren't real kids.
Do a
'cause they
surrogate,
are.
dude.
Could do a surrogate. I mean, that's interesting, but I don't know that like the commitment and stuff is interesting enough to me, and like
Hire
I'm that
Rihanna.
driven to want that.
You say you have someone you can hire.
Said hire Rihanna.
Oh shit, dude, I think she's like a heroin addict or something, right?
She's the midwife. She's
I don't
a
think so.
surrogate,
I
dude.
think she's good.
Oh, I remember what I was going to talk about a while ago. It was Ben Dubs. He did a cooking video the other day. You get those salmon packs out of the frozen salmon that's just a fillet.
Yep.
He made one
Yeah.
in the air fryer or whatever, and then he got it out. It was on the plate, and he got ketchup and mayo out of the fridge, and he just squirts ketchup on it and mayo, and he's like, "Oh, good old ketchup and mayo, just fucking on a salmon fillet, ketchup and mayonnaise." Like, I don't know. Does that sound weird to you guys? Because that's fucked up.
Yeah.
That's a secret sauce.
Yeah,
Hey,
it was
I mean,
making
we're
pizza and
knocking it,
yogurt
but
dessert.
now I'm gonna. I don't know if I'm getting salmon much anymore. I used to be on a big salmon thing, but nowadays I don't know. But I should try it out.
Did he cut his hair?
It was about 25 minutes in. You can
Why do
find
you
the,
remember?
Because
He just watched it.
yep, a little bit further.
He watches it at least 5 times, and then
It's
I
a
know what Dubs is up
40-minute
to.
video with no editing.
It's further. It's
keeping
further.
track.
A little bit further. He's making his pizza here, but I love the salmon. Really threw me for a loop. Oh, there he goes.
Right out of the pot.
I guess it's a salad or something.
Those are broccoli florets.
Where's the...
Oh, there's the salmon. There's the salmon.
Is he using the air fryer, the toaster oven, and the stove at the same time?
Oh yeah. He made
He's
pizza.
a chef
homemade
for
pizza
hire,
sauce.
dude.
Homemade
This-
pizza sauce.
This is like basically an airsoft fatty video, huh?
I'm sure he cooked this at like 4 a.m. He goes live at 4 a.m. Dude, look at this.
Why-
He gets a scoop of mayo for right on the salmon. This is how you dress it.
Is it even cooked yet? Wait, he puts,
Yeah, in the
looks
air
like it.
fryer.
he puts... Did he already cook the salmon or not?
Looks like it.
It doesn't look like it to me.
Not making no salmon.
What is going on?
Dude, a little ketchup mayo salmon?
This is like... It's like Tim Heidecker's fake kitchen video where he just keeps adding ketchup on his stuff.
Put the ketchup on.
I think it says it's 2:35 a.m. here.
I put the ketchup on. Yeah.
This isn't healthy, right? Like, this is...
Dude, ketchup mayo
Well, you gotta
salmon.
eat something, so I mean,
And he's got a
Nutrients
full...
is better
He's
than
got a
no
full
nutrients.
pizza waiting for him here. And he already ate a bunch of broccoli, so he eats the veggies first. Okay.
I think that's what you're supposed to do.
Eat your veggies while you're cooking your food.
Well, yeah, just that I try and look for the golden nugget in the Dubs vids.
He's just
And
taking it out with his hands.
he's just keeping it warm in there.
You're seeing it straight. It doesn't even look like it's done yet. He's
Oh, it
putting it
goes
back
back
Good
in.
to me.
just a quick bite.
Oh, man. This is good stuff. Where's his Naruto thing?
Oh, it's
That
probably
saves
in
that
the
for the gym.
it's in the wash.
All right, thanks for the content, Mr. Marshadow. That was great. God.
I hate to say it, but I was the one who instigated all of Marshadow's cooking content.
When you got like he's done his
I was
chat.
I'm the reason he makes cooking content. Because I instigated it for like 6 months, and now I just work and wait for the cooking.
Well, you go. You kind of create your own content. Do you guys want to talk about these crumple zones, Dan?
Yeah, I did. So I don't know if it's a hot take, but I don't like crumple zones. I think we should get rid of them.
What is a
What is
crumple
it?
zone?
It's how when you get into an accident nowadays with a vehicle, it gets like completely totaled. Back in the day, they had cars where you get into a bump or a fender bender, your car was still okay.
It's
It
because
wasn't just completely fucking wrecked. But they do the crumple zone to reduce, the impact, collision, the force that you're getting launched out of your fucking seat. But I
because
mean,
they're made out of aluminum now instead of steel.
that's all plastic and shit. More plastiques. But yeah, more vehicles are doing the aluminum shit.
But you can sue.
But I mean, it stopped cars from looking cool. I feel like people nowadays drive knowing that they'll survive a crash, so they drive a lot more carelessly, and especially with phones, the big weed legalization, shit's kind of. And then what? Insurance goes up because everyone's completely totaling their vehicles. I'm saying get rid of the crumple zones.
Is this a
Bring
Michigan
back
thing?
crumple zone.
No, the stop law. Stop law.
Oh, I don't know. I was just trying to link something so we could, talk about it. But I don't know, dude. There's too many people driving around thinking they're good drivers and they're like GTA NPCs. Like, it's crazy, dude. You smell weed all the time when you're driving now. You almost getting accidents all the time, and it's because people are they feel like probably okay. We need to take it back where people thought if I get in a crash, I'm gonna fucking die. I mean, I would rather have a fucking busted spine than a busted car. That's all I'm saying, dude.
And you go back to the days of drinking and driving instead of drinking, smoking
Dude,
and driving.
yeah, they need to have drink and drive competitions. Let's make America great again.
They had those competitions in high school in the driver's ed class. They brought the goggles.
Drink
in.
and drive cops.
They would like make you like drive like a VR car thing with
that's
like
sweet.
with beer goggles on.
Beer, yeah.
People would try to see who could do the best.
Beer goggles,
sick.
that's like you're like blackout. You ever put on beer goggles? It's not even
No,
close to
I always
being
wanted
drunk.
to.
Like you can see when you're drunk, unless you're blackout. I mean, it was not even close. Like it was not a good simulation. Like you're tricking kids into thinking what blackout drunk's being like. That's not real.
I remember like we had like a display where a kid would pretend to be a dead body on the car hood, and like one of the kids would choose to be the actor.
Yeah, they would put the crash cars in front of high schools and shit.
But someone to lay on the
Yeah.
hood.
But dude, like at certain speeds, crumple zone or not, there's gonna be a fucking fatality. That's so there's it's a little harsh maybe, but I thought that was a funny thing. Get rid of the crumple zones.
My dad maintains that not wearing a seatbelt saved his life multiple times.
Yeah, might have.
That he would get into crashes and like it would smash the driver's side door, and if he would have been wearing a seatbelt, it would have he would have been caught in, and since he didn't wear a seatbelt, he got to get pushed away. But he's also like maybe a bit past his prime to be able to make assessments like that really rationally. But I like to think that that's like kind of an interesting idea, like that if he would have
how many
been
car
wearing
accidents
a seatbelt.
has your dad been in not wearing a seatbelt?
Well, there was the one where he rolled the van, and there was the one where he
rolled the van.
he slid into the tree and totaled that truck.
Oh, my dad did that too, dude.
I can think
Cool.
of two right off the top of my head. There's probably more than that.
Dan, has your dad slid into a tree?
Not that I'm aware of.
Damn, we could have had 3
No.
out of 3, dude.
My dad had a truck driving company, so he was a really aggressive, angry driver, but I don't think he had any accidents. Well, that he would tell me, we'll say that. Because I feel like he had to have, right? But probably didn't want to talk about it.
Good driver.
India and Pakistan are at war now. That's happening.
Wow.
Who posted this?
I did.
I was just seeing like their military in the gates on the border or something like that. I'm like, this is AI.
So Pakistan
There's
used
no way
to
it's
be
real.
like historically Pakistan used to be part of India, and they like separated
Yeah.
because Pakistan's like Muslim and India's not. But the region of Kashmir that's between them is disputed, and it's the most Muslim area of India. But India was promoting the region as a tourist attraction, but then the Pakistanis killed all the tourists. So
That's a vibe.
That is what started this conflict. Crazy. You think it's going to lead to anything else? Pakistan has nukes.
I mean, if it gives a war that gives us a recession, it's not so bad.
Dan, let's explain
We need a
why.
recession.
Explain
Come on.
why we need a recession and why a recession would be good.
So that I can be more financially blessed, perhaps.
I mean, usually during recessions, the wealth gaps actually spread more, so you'll stay where you are. While
Yeah,
rich
but
people get richer.
post-recession, you're all right.
So you want Obama 2012 again? Is what you're saying?
I don't know. I thought it was Coney. I didn't know it was Obama.
Well,
Man.
I mean, like 2011 to 2014 was like post-recession Obama.
Yeah.
And those were some good years.
Good years.
Wow.
Up to 2017.
Yeah, what happened?
2018 is when the world ended. 2017 was prime. 2018 started going downhill. 1920. We know what happens after that.
Yeah, and who became president at the beginning of 2017?
Trump.
Yeah,
Trump was
19.
president.
It's crazy to think. Yeah, like 3 years ago, we were locked up.
I mean, I don't
That's
know.
crazy.
Not everyone was as locked up.
It's
as
like it
they
didn't even
acted like.
happen, dude.
Oh, it happened.
It was
That's like-
weird.
Everyone still talks
don't,
about it.
You
Dude.
know, yeah, but it's like maybe I wasn't that conscious at that time.
Well, I
I
mean,
don't
you
remember
know-
that shit that much.
A lot of people went crazy, dude. Zonked out.
Yeah, I
They
mean, I
still
still
are.
did everything the same though. Went to Myrat as late as I could, and then they changed the hours, so then I would go really early instead. Work all the time, like I don't know.
Yeah,
I
what
was
might
getting
happen
OT and chilling.
with India, Pakistan is you call into AT&T to change up your plan, and it just goes bam, 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 bam,
Yeah.
bam.
That's why when I've been trying to call Xfinity to get my bill right, they just can't put me through.
Have you figured out your bill yet? They're
Phone for
overcharging
6
you.
hours.
Overcharging for that.
And they're
first
trying
month.
to. They're like,
They
I
always do.
transferred service, right? And they're like, well, you put your account on hold, so it's costing you $20 for two sets of $20 to keep your account on. And I'm like, account's not on hold. It says a transferred service. Why is there an account?
So for
There's no
TV or
service.
what?
Dude, I
Internet.
on my Comcast account, dude, I haven't removed my old address because I'm afraid that if I try to do it, they'll remove my current address and I won't have internet because they're so incompetent.
Dude, yeah.
So I've had
Well.
I've had two addresses on there for 7 years now. I don't want to risk them fucking up.
I feel that, dude. When I was on the phone, I had him. I was like, now say it back to me what the address that we're, putting the internet into is. And I was like, oh, I didn't hear you. Can you say it again? Like, I wasn't fucking around, dude. I needed it for work, but still, I'm just over that whole customer service experience.
Were you
That's
on
an
Comcast?
experience
You,
for sure.
you were on Comcast before, but you said
Yeah, same.
Do you get that data cap? You hit that data cap yet?
I don't think so. I think I hit it once, my old spot, but yeah, I got lower speed now, and
You're allowed to hit it
Whatever.
twice a year, dude. But like we hit it just downloading Call of Duty a couple times, and I decided I'm just gonna upgrade
just
to the
not a warfare
unlimited.
guy anymore. Yeah.
Call of Duty's 160 gigs. That's 15%
Yeah.
of your monthly internet. That one game is 15%.
I just want to play fucking zombies, dude.
That's she likes playing zombies, man.
With what kind of controller?
Well, we have a PS5.
Ooh. Imagine playing zombies on the Switch. Like mobile. It would be so
Yeah.
shit.
It's
It'd
probably
be
fine.
hard, dude.
Yeah.
I tried playing Risk of Rain 2, which is a third-person shooter on the Switch. It is so fucking hard, dude. Like, you can't
You
do
get
shit.
20 FPS.
Because like most games have, the auto lock, aim assist for controller integration
Which is
support, but
so gross, dude.
that did not, dude. Yeah, controller players have it good, dude. I thought I was so good at COD until I played on the PC, and then I said, wait a second. All those years in my prime,
It's auto aiming, dude.
I
Yeah,
was on handicap. Like,
when you ADS in COD, it literally aims at the center of them automatically.
yeah,
with
it's
the zombie
nuts.
games, you just keep on re-ADSing and just
Halo would
auto-aims.
do it a bit too, but it wasn't as severe as COD. But
Well, like when you do that,
It's
like you
funny shit.
can't really get headshots because it's like aiming at their chests automatically.
yeah,
I like it in the game like Metal Gear Solid 5 Phantom Pain. If you play it on PC, you can snipe people with the handgun because you're using a mouse and keyboard. The sleep handgun. You guys, have you played that game?
I tried, but I didn't. It's like Witcher 3. Like I played until the beginning was done, where you get all the tutorial out of the way, and I said I can't.
Like Witcher 3, I played it 3 times, dude. So
I said
I like
can't.
I like those games. I can't play Witcher 3 again though, dude. I tried and it's just I don't. Ugh.
Well, you're gonna get Witcher 4 soon, so
Yeah, excited for that. I didn't finish Oblivion. As soon as that Clair Obscure came out, I've been playing that only, and I haven't had that much time to play stuff. So
what's the hours in Obscure? I don't remember you saying.
I have no idea, dude. I stole the game.
Yeah,
It doesn't say it on Steam,
yeah, you can't track. Yeah,
It's one of those games though where I feel bad for stealing it.
why?
You could buy it.
Yeah, because if I want to play it again, I will. But like then I lose all the DLC.
Doesn't make any sense. Why would you buy it?
I did that with
That's
Witcher.
crazy, dude.
I initially stole Witcher 3 and then like bought the game because it was only like $5. So,
It's like instead of buying skins on League, you mod it on your own side of the client so you can see whatever. Like
yeah.
you can play and have like Captain Underpants skin or some shit. Like,
Yo, that's a good idea, dude. Custom,
yeah.
my own custom skins. All the
Mhm.
characters are nude. That's what I would do.
I don't,
you
I don't think
can.
they like that though.
Because they're
Yeah.
Chinese.
You can get around it though.
Oh,
No one would know. It's on your
did you
side.
guys know that Bungie was originally like they had a partnership with Halo before Halo came out, and they made it like it was exclusively bought by Microsoft, and that like Bungie was in with Apple, and then like as the Xbox came out, it became a Microsoft product. And like, could you imagine the world if it was if
When was
Apple actually
Bungie with
committed to
Apple?
doing games? Like back in the like there was a game called he was telling me last night. There was a game like pre-Halo that it's like the way that it feels, it plays like Halo, but that was like pre-Halo when they were like kind of Bungie was with Apple. And could you imagine if Apple became a gaming company, kind of like how Microsoft really put their foot in gaming, and what the investment that Apple could have made into gaming and how gaming could be different if Apple owned and actually franchised games?
Yeah, it'd be completely. I was just thinking. I saw Bill Gates is giving away all of his money in the next 20 years. But I saw that if he stayed CEO of Microsoft this whole time, he'd be worth over $1 trillion. He'd be the richest guy in the world. But since he's been for the last 20 years not the CEO, and he's just been giving away his money in the foundations and stuff, he's only worth $200 billion.
Wow, good
but-
for him.
What do you think he's going to be remembered like Carnegie and shit? Actually giving away his money?
I think for sure. He goes into the hall just like those guys.
Rockefeller.
Yeah.
Yeah. The other guy.
Yeah, when we die, no one will remember us. And that's
Oh.
just the facts.
We'll have a lot
Just
of
like
episodes
everyone
of,
in India
ver-
that's gonna
a very
die.
poorly watched podcast to share. You know, that lasts forever.
See, that's the thing. We're trying to stake our place in history right now with the podcast. And so it's like if we just had one episode, no one ever has a chance in finding it. But now that we have a series of episodes, it's like there is a series that we committed to. These guys were serious about this podcast. Even though we don't know what this podcast is or
We're
what
serious,
it's about.
yeah.
Right, we don't
This
really. There's not a lot of effort into this.
They could find this pod and then learn all about our ways and a little
So-
glimpse into who we were on our time on Earth.
One day, my kid will watch this podcast and think that dude sucks. Okay,
No, dude.
God,
He's gonna love his dad.
look at all that.
Yep, all his diapers there. He's gonna shit in every single one of them.
A lot of diapers.
So that's enough reason to love your dad right there, because he's got shit diapers before you're
He's had
even
enough
born.
of your shit.
What the fuck is this picture?
Let's pull this pic up. That looks like human growth hormone.
His genetics are rejecting his attempts to try to chat up. Like,
Dude,
what
he
is-
looks pregnant.
what
That looks like
is
that
this?
Dr. Mike guy.
It's not Dr. Mike. Dude. Dr.
Doesn't it look
Mike-
like Dr. Mike?
Dr. Mike has hair? Did you even know what Dr. Mike looks like?
Maybe I'm thinking of the wrong doctor.
This is Dr. Mike,
Oh, I'm thinking the other one. Dr. Something or other. He looks like that guy.
Disrespect,
dude. Dr.
dude.
Phil?
No, he's like a workout guy,
I don't.
but he's
I
a doctor.
No idea.
I'll
No
look up
idea.
Dr. Workout Guy.
Dr.
See if it does
Workout
it.
He's a streamer.
Yeah, that guy.
It did it. His name's Dr. Mike. His name is literally Dr. Mike.
They're both Dr. Mikes. This is Mike Israel.
I knew it, dude. Dr. Mike.
This guy, I don't know if it's like, yeah, I don't really trust a doctor that's doing steroids.
Yeah, his takes don't hit with me.
There's two Dr. Mikes here, and I'll trust one over the other. Oh, that is that guy. That is him.
Is it Dr. Mike?
Yes. Look at this.
He's changed.
They're both Dr. Mike, and one's, healthy, and one's got a weird gut.
I knew it. It's Dr. Mike.
Would you?
Yeah, he looks pregnant.
Why?
That's like
man?
Joe Rogan body.
Yeah, why are these people taking HGH when they know it gives them like a kind of a beer gut?
Not worth, man.
Trying to catch that new high, dude. All those grifters on whatever social media are always pushing something, dude. Mastic gum and shit.
Oh, there's a Liver King doc,
Creatine.
Liver King doc on
Oh, yeah.
Netflix. So if you want to catch up with the king.
That's why he's so red. His liver's really healthy.
Okay, we got anything else? Okay, this is
It was like Alex Jones was pushing some like methylene blue shit. on
Alex
his-
Jones is just on Ozempic now. He looks completely different.
No, he's just working out, dude.
No, he's not.
He's just
Diet
natural.
and exercise.
He's just natural natty.
I just started hiking. This is what Mindy Kaling said, right?
Started rucksacks and methylene blue and got my body right.
There's no recent pictures. This one's
The
kinda
the
recent.
timing is too uncanny of Ozempic getting
Right.
popular and him getting skinny.
Just be like
I'd like to think that he just has a lot of willpower, but the timing,
just say you
I'm
took
giving it like a
dude.
70% Ozempic.
Like even like Lizzo won't admit she's taking it. Like, come on.
What's wrong with
I'm
it?
not taking
man?
Ozempic. I'm taking, and then they just take another third. You know,
Lizzo's lost quite a bit of weight. Interesting. It's
not
like
interested.
it's like actually like Zepbound. There's commercials for Zepbound that just say it's for adults with obesity. Like if you're, it's not like adults with diabetes. It's just if you're an adult and
Does
you're
it-
fat, you can take it.
Does it curb your appetite? Like, how does
Yes.
it does curb your appetite.
Makes it hard to eat. So
I mean, that's really, it's calories in, calories out. So if you
Yeah,
don't eat so much, you're
it's-
going to lose weight.
it's proven it. Like everyone would always say, I'm fat because my genetics. But then they take
Yeah.
Ozempic and they just eat less and they lose weight.
Yeah.
So,
Amen.
It was never genetics. Like me, I just eat too much food.
Do you think you'll go on Ozempic, B?
I don't want to do the injections, man. I don't like the idea.
Are
of
they
doing
all
it.
injections?
Yeah,
There's no
it's-
You can
pills?
close
it's-
your eyes.
It's a once a week. It's like a once a week stab into your leg or your gut thing.
Damn. Yeah, I
Oh,
don't
a
like
little
injections
poke.
either.
It's kind of like
Poke
having
wouldn't be so bad.
a little poke, looking good enough for a poke. Man.
Where was that from?
Poke yourself.
It's from a really old, looking good enough.
Tim and Eric.
for, yeah, he knows.
Oh, was it? Looking good enough for a poke?
You're a pig, huh?
He's this,
I'm surprised you haven't seen this. Dude.
Oh, you're a pig hunts from Tim and Eric too?
This is
Brock
what Brock
used
used
to
to
say
say
that.
all the time.
Tell you what, why don't I take
Yeah.
you back in my office?
Brock
I'll
used to
take
say
care
that
of that for you.
constantly.
You know what I'm saying?
To Andrea.
Oh yeah? What are you nuts? You're a cow.
what are you? Nuts?
You're a cow. Que peixe?
Oh no, where's the looking good?
Good enough for a poke. Huh?
It's my dream.
God damn it.
Cut.
Whew. Good enough for a poke.
That's classic, man.
That is good.
Tim Heidecker looks like my dad. All right, that's up. We got anything else? Billy, got any weird story to throw in here?
Let's see.
Did you hear voices in the woods when you're hunting?
Oh yeah,
animals?
Dan, I wanted to ask you, what brand of beans are you doing your recession maxing beans and soy sauce meal with? Is it Hunt's?
I don't know. I just grab. Like one time I got the tray at Costco. This time I just
Tray of
grabbed a
beans?
couple off the.
You're not
Well, I was
24
like in the
cans.
cardboard tray. Yeah, 24. I think it was like organic blacks.
Kirkland.
oh, black beans. It's not even like pintos or
I think it was probably
baked
Heinz.
beans.
Yeah.
Canned
I got
beans.
Yeah,
some
you can't be eating
steel
baked
cut
beans.
oats today, so I'm gonna be oats and beans for life now,
I thought he was doing. He's doing bushes.
dude.
Uh,
That's that's classic hobo.
Yes.
Baked
That's
beans.
like
That's a
that's not
dessert.
hardcore.
That's
Baked-
dessert
that's
beans.
Time out. Beans as dessert.
Baked beans?
dude.
Dude, that's dessert beans.
You guys think of
What
beans
even is it?
as
Is
a
it like
dessert
barbecue
meal?
sauce in there or what?
It's a hidden recipe, dude.
It's like
they had the commercial with
tomato
the dog.
barbecue sauce.
sugar.
It's
It's got a
prob-
shit
yeah.
load of
It's
sugar.
probably molasses.
Oh, pull up a Kirkland black bean
I'm
organic.
thinking it might be Butch's baked beans. Kirkland Butch.
Yep, that's the stack on the
yeah,
left
how's
there.
that?
This
We have those at
Fifth
the
from
house.
the left. Yeah, that brand. Yeah.
Straight up, just black beans.
Mhm.
No flavor. It's black beans in a
low
can.
sodium, like you said, dude. What kind of soy sauce you using, Kiko,
Yeah.
man?
I can't read any of this shit, dude.
What do you mean,
I
man?
don't
It's in
know.
the other room right now. Like, what?
Yeah, but I took the fucking thing off of it, so I don't know.
You removed the label on your soy sauce?
Yeah, it's like when you got a
What are
soda
you-
or something. You take
Oh,
the label off.
Yeah, if you're in a fucking TV show and you don't want copyright issue, why would you ever do that?
Yeah.
Do you actually remove like Mountain Dew labels?
I used to be funny and be like, you don't know what's in this shit, dude. Because with Mountain Dew, it was like the green hue wasn't actually that green. But I mean, some stuff the label just falls off. What can you do?
No, it doesn't, man.
Mystery flavor.
Do you remove the label off your can so it's a surprise? Of
I need to get some soy sauce. So what should I get, dude? What's the?
I like to. They're all different, dude. They're all different.
I got gochujang. I'll just start throwing gochujang in
that
there. Never
fucking
tried it at
gross
all.
red Korean crap, man. I hate that.
I gotta
stuff.
put in something. I bought it.
It's
I don't
not
know what it is.
good.
Gotta try it.
It's like the default Korean spice. I think you mix that with kimchi, right?
Sometimes, dude, kimchi. Most of the kimchis I've had are bad. Some of them are good, and when they're good, they're good. But
Kimchi's all bad to me.
that's maybe. I hope I get the good one then.
I feel like kimchi is you're living in an underground bunker and all you can eat is fermented cabbage.
I love fermented cabbage, bro.
You eat spam?
I have spam, but I don't.
You
eat
buy
it. I mean, it's
Spam?
not bad.
It's to me, it's bad, man. It's worse than any other meat you can buy, and it
At the
doesn't.
store today, I was looking at bologna with like it's called the olive loaf because it's like bologna with olives in there.
Yeah.
We
Armor.
did not get it. It was
Well,
not my choice, but we did not get it.
I thought the idea of spam was like it was cheaper than meat because it's not. Like
I mean,
Spam-
if you're going for a big long hike, you take a can of spam and you're probably all right.
you would never want to eat. It's like so much sodium; it would dehydrate you.
But you get hungry enough. I mean,
You bring granola bars.
you need electrolytes. That's what's good about it.
That's your Gatorade, dude.
No, that's the spam, the salt and the spam.
Why would you need salt to stay hydrated?
Electrolytes.
Like, what
What
are you
keeps your
talking
heart
about?
going?
Does that just make you bloated, or like
If you don't feel good
retain
and you're
water?
feeling like crap, you're like, man, I feel like shit. Drink some electrolytes and water, dude. That's how you get hydrated. It's good for you.
Scientifically,
I know
why
what
is
it
it
is,
better
B.
than drinking straight water?
I know what it is, B. It's because you've never been sodium deficient.
Never
Yeah.
in my life, dude.
I don't think so. I had a friend one time. He told me about how he was eating almost no sodium, and he was telling me about how he was running cross country, and that like
Kept cramping.
it was something about his dick. Honestly, it was something about how his dick like it was like
Okay.
shriveled up, and then he like passed out or something, and it was all just because he didn't have enough sodium because he was running and perspiring too much. I don't remember
Wow.
exactly what about his dick, but his dick was in the story. He wasn't the type to just bring up his dick. He was a modest, like very normal guy, you know. But he brought up his penis, and yeah, so it like you would know if you were sodium deficient, and spam is a good source of sodium, and you probably just never really been like really needing it. You know what I mean? Like you're
Oh.
probably oversaturated.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like you don't put any salt on your food. Like how would you get to? How do you even like? What do you? You just not eat any salty eggs?
No, you don't salt your food. You don't. Yeah.
Well, not
Yeah,
just
so,
plain-
okay,
just hot sauce
like the
only,
black-
right?
The black beans here, they have low sodium. There's probably very little sodium to help preserve it. If you look at the baked beans, there's probably a lot of
Yeah,
sodium.
that's
in
why
it.
I thought he was eating baked beans. He didn't say what kind of beans they were.
Oh, it's the black beans. I knew.
Your black beans are good, pretty good. You know, when you add them on like a Taco Bell something, you know.
As is, they're
Right.
perfect.
The meat in the Taco Bell, that's where the sodium's coming. Actually, well, your beans are probably coming with a lot of sodium in Taco Bell too. But if you eat these beans out of the can, because I've ate them, they do not taste like seasoned. They're just straight beans.
Yep.
Straight beans. There's no flavor. And
Telling me.
that's the point.
Organic black beans.
Gotta get your sodium. Gotta get the potassium, man. Helps you feel good.
Wait, the potassium counteracts the sodium. Like, if you have high blood pressure, you're supposed to eat more bananas to reduce your sodium levels, or just drink a whole bunch of water. So why would you want to do both at the same time?
Because you need both.
Dude, I was checking my blood pressure the other day. I almost had low blood pressure, dude.
What do you
That's
got?
where my blood pressure's at.
That's not good, dude.
Oh, here, let me. I've been feeding it to ChatGPT so that I can start a baseline for my blood pressure. Let's pull up my blood pressure here. Because I was feeling particularly stressed in the moment, so I'm like,
What are you
am I
taking your
dying?
blood pressure
Am
with?
I dying?
You have like a cuff?
Yeah, like a legit, cuff.
Manual hand calcs.
I feel like those
Ooh.
cuffs you buy off Amazon are not very accurate.
Let's see what we got here. I got a 128/88. That was not good. I got a
Dude, the
let's
highest
see what
I've
we
ever...
got.
I had a 136/97 one time and decided I need to chill out. So.
115/60.
That's kind of
That was-
low, dude. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Low blood pressure. Let's see what else I got. A 109/53.
Are you sure this thing's accurate, dude? That's too low.
121/71. 126/73.
That's pretty good. Those are the most recent?
So, yeah, this was within the last couple days. Yeah.
Yeah, those are fine.
You're going reptilian mode, dude.
You only need to worry if your bottom number's going over like 85. No, like 90 really, but yeah.
Dude, because I was like sitting, and you take a few measurements in a row, but I was sitting and relaxing, and that third reading was a 109/53.
There's no way that's accurate. That's so low. That's so low, dude.
Those on your watch or hand calculation?
No, like an actual cuff that reads
Oh.
it. Yeah, it said it's on the lower end of normal, still okay for many people, especially if you're not feeling dizzy, lightheaded, or fatigued.
It's pretty low, dude. Pretty low. You go to the you get yours checked at the dentist.
Like, is it like a digital cuff thing?
Yeah, they sell them for
Yeah.
like $50 an
Oh,
Amazon.
well, then, yeah.
We got one to make sure it's not high blood pressure during pregnancy. And I just feel like it's never accurate.
Because I have anxiety and I feel like I'm having a heart attack, so I'll check my blood pressure to see how close I am to having a heart attack. And turns out I have low blood pressure.
I mean, heart attack and panic attacks not that different. Not that different, dude.
Yep. It's great fun. Going to urgent care and being like, I might be having a heart attack, and they're like, here's a pamphlet for marijuana abuse because you're an idiot.
Dang.
just try some Buspar. Makes you a little sweaty, but you'll chill.
I was on Buspar,
There you go.
and I was also on, what was the other one?
Ativan?
Cymbalta.
Cymbalta.
Cymbalta worked. I was on a different one that didn't work. I was on Cymbalta for a year. It helped me get through my real rough patch. Because like when I first had panic attacks, I didn't cognitively like accept that it was panic attacks because I didn't know anxiety and what it was. So I'm like, I'm dying. I'm having
Did you
a
have
heart
these
attack.
pre-COVID at all?
Yeah, this was pre-COVID.
But like,
Okay,
how long have you had
wasn't
this?
J-related.
How long have you had this remote job?
2 years.
You had them like before that when you were doing your own business and stuff too, though.
Before that even. Yeah. And that actually was part of the reason why I quit my corporate job to start a business, was because of like anxiety that I would get in the office.
Also, just going in the, I mean, like,
But it wasn't only the office that was giving me anxiety. It was, I mean, that triggered my anxiety, but
have you seen what Tom Cruise said to do?
what did he say?
When you walk in a room and you're anxious, you're supposed to focus on what's giving you anxiety and like talk to it in your head or something.
Yeah.
But what if you don't know what's giving you anxiety? Then what? Because that seems most likely to be the case.
He
You
said
can't like pinpoint it all the time.
if you walk into a room, you feel your anxiety is coming, and it makes me want to retreat into myself. I start to overthink. Do I look weird? We go into ourselves. Tom said, try doing the opposite. This is Scientology advice, by the way. Try to look around the room and go, where is it? Where is the thing I've attached to my insecurity? Is that person over there that reminds me of my school bully? That person over there did give me a job once. That person over there, I think, was mean to me once. What kind of anxiety is it? What are you worried about? Talking to people?
It's not mental. I feel like my anxiety manifests physically first. So
Try
it's like
again.
I'll feel heart palpitations, or I'll feel like my chest tightening, or like my arm will go numb, or
Jesus.
it's like I'll have physical sensations. Like it was actually had an interesting sort of analogy the other day. Missy was saying like when you go over the train tracks and you look down the tracks and there's a train coming, you kind of get a little bit of a fear of like the train hitting you, and like how maybe that's like a 2 or a 3 on the anxiety scale.
That happened a lot. I don't
And
know the last time I saw a train coming going over the train tracks.
right, but I could feel what that feeling would feel like for just a second. Like, what if it hit me? But it's fleeting. It's fleeting. Well, that's like a 2 or a 3 on the anxiety scale. Well, my anxiety is like an 8 or 9, but persistent. Like I'll experience it for like potentially hours, but like
shit.
blasting anxiety. That's what my anxiety is like.
Well, that is crazy, dude.
I have an actual anxiety disorder. Very cool. You know,
I'm diagnosed with generalized anxiety, but what's yours? Same thing or what?
they diagnosed me with generalized anxiety and panic disorder, like probably
the
close
panic
to 10 years
disorder
ago.
On top.
Yeah.
I've got anxious, but never like to where I'm having feel like I'm having a heart attack. Just
I went to urgent care multiple times thinking that I had a heart attack until I realized that they were just going to keep telling me that you're smoking weed and you need to stop.
were you
And they give me
smoking 10
pamphlets.
bong hits a day or at the time?
No, I cut back a ton. Like in college I did, but I think it has to do with like probably my genetics to some degree, and then also like my lack of like social support, that like my parental support. Like I don't have like a really tight, like I'm sort of like I feel like there's nobody but me holding me up.
Can't call your
And
dad.
what's that?
You can't call your dad or whatever, or you can't rely on your mom. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Happens. You got siblings.
Yeah, I mean they're all like in other places and they have their own issues as well.
Same. I'll still call my sister every now and then, or
Did the anxiety happen before you started schmonking the weed?
Yeah, I feel like the weed triggers all this.
After. I think the weed definitely contributes to my anxiety.
Yeah, kind of amped it maybe.
I've gotten a lot better having not smoked since like last October.
Yep. I know for a fact that weed triggers my anxiety.
Miss it though.
Yep.
What? You can't just like think about getting high and get high, dude. That's crazy.
Oh, you're doing a mental high, Dan. Okay.
Yeah, well, you experienced it for so long, you should be able to, lift yourself to that kind of state again.
You're
That doesn't happen.
you goddamn Nirvana monk, man.
I tried it, dude. I would tell people about that, and because I was teaching meditation classes at my work, I was telling people about that, and they got a good hoot out of that. Like, just pretend like you can pretend like you're drunk if you want, and actually be drunk.
So acting.
It's not like when you're pre-teens and you think you're drinking alcohol, but they just gave you club soda. It's kind of like that, but you can, actually feel it.
Good means good advice, dude.
I was doing good work, yeah.
That's,
Well, it's just trying to relate. That's like a funny way to put it, but it's just trying to relate the fact that you can have more control over your body if you have that capability and willpower to make it do what you want. But it's very hard and abstract to a lot of people, and a lot of practice.
All right. I think we're all set, guys. It's been a good one. We're an hour 24 in. So this has been episode
Get a bonus 10 minutes.
54 of the Drag and Drop podcast. Write us below about your anxieties. My brother pretends he doesn't have any, but you know he's the type of dude that says I don't care, you know, but he fucking cares. Nobody cares more than him.
A
You know?
little depression, a little anxiety.
You know my brother.
It's the classic.
All right, see you guys next week. Bye bye.
Later.
Bye bye.